incredibly powerful and bouncy. Eccentric training on the legs.
This is going to be fireworks. And immediately the celebration and the fist pump that we saw in the quarterfinals from Lin Shidong.
Wang Hao looks pensive. Large breath from him.
Love to see a heart rate monitor in the corner of the screen for him, Team China's coach. Straight to the shovel serve, I should say. And this is where I think Lin Shidong has faced troubles against Felix, because he opens up into that deadly backhand. What makes that Felix backhand so strong, Colin?
Well, I think it's the security of it. Every time you do it, it looks every time he does it, it looks the same. It's not like he's making it up as he goes along.
And we see the first lap of honor from Lin Shidong. We don't normally see it, but we saw it a lot in the quarterfinals.
So it was the same again, backhand cross court, but once he'd got Felix back from the table. Wow.
Forehand isn't bad either. Wow, I agree with that.
Very high thrown serve, absolutely chopped in pieces. You can see how quickly it went into the net and bounced off the net after the point was over. You just see the reaction of the ball. Wow.
Felix, one of the quickest in-between points. Loves to get the ball served, win the point and serve again as quickly as he can.
He got Felix away from the table, decided to put in the slower ball. Felix saw it coming, stepped in.
And the LeBrun family there, Sister Margot, applauding Fei, the younger brother. But tactically, was that a good point from Lin Shidong, though, to force Felix away?
Well, as it turned out, no. Look at that slow ball in the middle.
Noticeably slow, wasn't it?
Yeah, and to do that, they bounce it short over the net.
This is what he was doing when he was world #1. When he beat Ma Long, the greatest of all time, in what should have been his farewell tournament. Lin Shidong sat atop the mountain at China Smash 2024. He was so aggressive. But Felix LeBrun is also an absolute monster.
French coach Nathaniel Moulin has nurtured these two brothers over many, many years alongside other players.
And it's Felix LeBrun who holds a 3-point advantage here.
Look at that, you can see he's looking absolutely in the eyes of Li Shidong, trying to read his body, read his feelings. Great serve, Li Shidong.
Sent him the wrong way, didn't he?
Yeah, and a heavy backspin.
Is this more on Lin Shidong to play slightly differently than he normally does versus Felix playing slightly differently?
Well, if you've lost the last 4, I'd say yes. The question is, what's Li Shidong been working on specifically for when he next plays Felix? And he'll bring that out today. Well, so what surprises does Lin Shidong have in store for Felix? What a great return of service. Absolutely deadened it. All the service advantage gone in a second.
And it feels like a big point, because that keeps Lin Shidong within 2.
That was a huge backhand. He almost had to throw his head backwards to lift the ball enough. Great overhead camera shot, and there you can see it from another angle. Well, slower loop. And a slower response from Lin Shidong. Top's been carrying the ball up off his back. You see him trying to flap it down. Top's been too heavy. Double stamp from Felix. No.
And it's a one-point ball game again. 9-8 to the Frenchman.
Yeah, lovely. Fast serve, and then just leant in, dropped his right shoulder, ball goes down the line. Look, absolutely textbook.
That brings about 2 game points in this opener for Feifei, for Felix LeBrun. And it's a bludgeoning backhand. Lin Shidong needs to be aggressive here. And he was on that one.
One more serve to come. Oh, lucky boy!
With a flick of the net.
Coming back to the table. Oh, then you got the forehand looping rally from the table. Wow, just looking at that, 16 shots, 8 balls each, and then Felix round the corner. You can see he bent it just a little bit too much. Wang Hao, he's played World Team Championships, 30 wins, no losses. What a coach.
As we see again, Lin Shidong, does he need to avoid this backhand, do you think? Because Felix is just so strong there.
Yeah, but what do you do? Play just for him?
It's a great point, and right on cue.
The question is when, how hard, with what spin, and with what side spin. You've got to create some variation against Felix to slow down.
Oh. Lin Shidong here, we mentioned it. Felix loves to serve fast, and it's Lin Shidong.
Not having any of it. Fair enough, I think, to hold Felix up. He does rush sometimes. Oh, fabulous. Absolutely brilliant.
They went forehand to forehand, and Felix got the backhand in, and there was that passive one from Lin Shidong.
Yeah, he guided it. It wasn't enough. It's hard to beat Felix in that position because Felix has got a certain brother that plays there for breakfast, Alexei. So all that practice. Such a fighter.
This is another absolutely epic showdown from 2 players not willing to take a back step.
Chi Hao on his feet. No room for him in the team today. No room for Zhang Peng. No room for Wen Rubo, the world number 11. That's the strength and depth of China.
Lin Shidong here, launching some huge backhands. But again, maybe it comes back to your point, Colin, about it's not just about pace. It's about subtlety.
It is, and I don't feel that Lin, away from the table, he plays it very much in front of his body. Needs to play it at the side, off his hip. It's not natural for him. Felix has done this for 15 years against Alexei. And the Wembley Arena here, Ovo Arena, is absolutely packed. It's hard to hear yourself think, Joe.
It is. It's a wonderful atmosphere, befitting of arguably the biggest matchup for decades in our sport. But it's one of those short, sneaky backspin serves.
You see the smile when Lin Shidong loses a point, and it's more of a grimace.
Is that an acknowledgement, do you think, of just the pressure? Is that a relief? Is it?
I think it's an attempted version of saying I'm not worried.
Yeah.
But it looks like he's worried.
There's another point for him there where he slowed the ball down. Did something a little bit unorthodox. And it's a chess match here. A chess match under deafening sound, under the brightest lights, under crushing pressure.
He was happy that didn't go over.
6-5.
Flicked the edge, and it was a shake of the head this time from Lin Shidong. Maybe cursing his luck. Maybe thinking he should have played it somewhere else. It's a one-point ball game again.
Direct from serve. Andy for Felix.
We've seen a few of those, and we wouldn't normally associate both of these players with winning outright points on and service.
Yeah. Well, if they saw Flavien Cotton's returns of serve, they'll have got the bug. He was amazing. Fast return of serve off almost impossible balls. What a match that was.
Change of serve location for Lin Shidong.
And that counter topspin on the backhand. Felix, pen-hold player, using both sides of the racket. Not the way that they would have done it a generation ago. Look at the speed of that ball. He's so good, using the other person's energy against them. Oh, Lin Shidong dismissive.
3 world-class shots here, Colin.
What a block. You see the reaction by Lin Shidong there, down the line and backhand.
The RPB chop block took my breath away, but then Lin Shidong just murdered the next one. But it's another outright point on serve. This time, a serve that speared into the crossover of Lin Shidong, that speared into the hearts of Team China. And Felix LeBrun emphasizing it, 70%.
Wow.
And that serve again sets it up, doesn't it? Why is that serve so difficult to deal with?
I think Felix has been working on something slightly different against Lin Shidong.
And look at the score. Felix, 4 game points in game number 2.
Wow. Just the speed on it.
If you give a ball with a little less pressure to the backhand to both of these guys.
Yeah. A little bit shorter, a little bit higher, and it just comes at you at 100 miles an hour. Literally.
Top edge. It's a stunning point. 20 of the highest quality attacking shots.
Lin Shidong turned that rally around. He was in trouble at one point. Look at Felix. He says, you're not allowed to do that to me.
And he's going to need the second one, because Lin Shidong is within a point of going to deuce now. Listen to the roar. Felix LeBrun is feeling it.
Okay. Serve. Love all.
What a stage. Iconic at Wembley. 100 years in the making. And this semi-final is already living up to expectations.
Bit of a change of tactic there. So side spin chop down the line. Gave Felix the forehand topspin. Played a softball and then the counter topspin. Wow, you've got to have a lot of confidence to let Felix have a go at 2 slow balls.
Yeah. We always say it, he's a producer's nightmare because you're showing a replay and before you know it, Felix has already served and the next point's over. Tied at 1 apiece after 2.
It just goes to show, 2 love down in games, Lin Shidong is still keeping his nerve, staying creative.
Trying to work out if that's a fan in the crowd screaming or if someone's got a pneumatic drill in here.
I've never known an atmosphere like it.
Fever pitch here at Wembley.
Lin Shidong's come back so strong. I don't know what happened in the corner and what happened in his own mind, but this is world #1 standard.
It appears that he's willing to wage a war of forehands. But that fast, long, spinny serve of Felix, so dangerous.
Yeah, Shidong was committed to that, but it was out wide of the backhand. He just couldn't get his body out of the way in the end. Look at him lean back.
Do you like it, though, that he was willing to take the risk instead of saying passive?
Yeah, absolutely. There are times to slow it down. There's also times to speed it up. And that means taking a bit of a chance.
Right on cue.
Back to business.
Yeah.
Well played, Lin Shidong. Very impressed with him. Coming out, two love down in games. Serving from the forehand corner.
And it's the time for an IOU on the nets for Lin Shidong. Of course, the first one coming at game point in that opener. Lin Shidong now has a 2-point advantage.
Yeah, that popped up just a little bit, meant that Felix could kind of hit the ball down at him rather than have to lift it. Masterful. That's why he spent half of last year at world #1. Just look at the courage of that man, carrying the weight of China on his shoulders. Up next is Liang Jingkun against Alexis LEBRUN, and Liang's been beaten a couple of times in this tournament already.
Stylistically, that could be match of the event. But we're not done here yet. 6-5 in what is a must-win game for Lin Shidong. And he's done well in this third game to adjust to a forehand battle. We'll see if he tries to pick that back up again this point.
Good workmanlike stuff from Lin Shidong. He moulded that rally like it was plasticine. Every shot was designed to increase the probability of winning the point on the next shot. Build and build and build, rally by rally.
Black. 5-7.
That was very slow and very, very heavy. The spinnier shots are actually the slow ones. Yeah, Lin Shidong knew it, just trying to keep it down, and the ball's right off his bat.
And it's a timeout called by Team China. Lin Shidong will go into the corner for a few words with Wang Hao at this crucial moment.
He came out like a steam train at the beginning of this third, but he's been caught. Gotta say, Wang Hao managing to smile in the middle of this.
Always fascinating to see the finer details of a coach-player relationship. So Little Stone walks back onto court, and he has to face a LeBrun serve. What a serve.
That was very, very fast. Curving, of course, as well. That's the quickest serve I've seen this match.
And it's part of the worry that he's also waiting there with a massive backhand attack. So we are tied up after 14 points in this must-win game for Lin Shidong. The push long and the counter comes good again for the former world #1.
Needs the strength now. China Smash 2025, Felix took it. Singapore Smash 2026, Felix took it. Although Lin has beaten him twice, none of the last 4.
But Felix LEBRUN is starting to peak at the right moment. And is Little Stone sinking here? Is Little Stone sinking here?
Great ball from Felix, right into the middle. Took the pace out, Simon Gauzy loving it.
Oh, wow!
The ball came a little bit short. Lin didn't rush it, waited for it to come up, and what an enormous, wonderful backhand. Power and touch.
My goodness. It was like a shotgun going off. And we mentioned the FELIX serve.
It's a service match, isn't it?
It is, because Lin Shidong has been deadly on serve too. And he has 2 of his own now to try and see this out.
Well, that backhand was technically impossible unless he dropped his body weight, and that's what he did. Thing is, he was then out of position for the return.
And FELIX LEBRUN has match point.
You see here, crouches down as he hits the ball, couldn't get back up quite in time. Felix saw that and went extra quick. Took the ball early. I'm not convinced that was the best of serves, Joe. I think it was doable. Felix kind of looked surprised that he missed that one.
FELIX on the serve then. I was going to say there's been a lot of pushing long from Lin Shidong because FELIX has been murdering the ball short over the table. But it's FELIX who now again has match point.
World number 6 to serve, world number 4 to return.
No
That'll
way.
be on.